Let's see how he does. He's trying to learn this production thing. It's an opportunity for him to grow.
I mean 95.5, so I mean, he should figure it out.
This has become my favorite shirt. Is this navy?
That's blue.
Royal blue?
I think the lines are maybe navy.
Navy. And so navy and royal blue?
I don't know about royal blue.
What kind of blue? Blue Jay blue?
Check.
Check.
Maybe. Check blue? Never heard of it.
Neither. I got to get to the gym tomorrow morning.
Yeah, a week.
Little week.
Not one person's made a comment.
What's that shirt sitting there like that for?
It's the Grant Oliver shirt.
Can we at least spin it? Oh, never mind. Stand corrected. My waters.
Does he know Weenie Wood got killed the other day?
Yeah, he knows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, did they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I only look at the top games, so.
Winnie Wood season's over.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we are behind schedule. Let me get this pull up. I'll make sure the comments are working.
46-26. Or 46-26.
Who beat them?
Valiant.
Valiant?
It's a great name, though.
Second Banana Media. High School Huddle is live. I'm going to hit the comment test. Social. As soon as this pops up, we can get started. Oh, comments are going to be working.
On all platforms?
I don't know about Facebook.
Chris doesn't care about Facebook. He doesn't care about her people. I see nothing on your favorite.
Hello and welcome to the High School Huddle. We get set for week 2 of the high school football season here in the great state of Oklahoma. It is Wednesday, September 6, 2023. Along with Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans, we got a lot to talk about this week. A lot of stuff on and off the field and some great games this week. This week is loaded with games this week. So we're going to have our top 10 here in just a little bit. Top 5 rankings has changed just a little bit.
Smidge.
There were some losses that we're going to get to, so it's been moved around a little bit.
682 had movement.
682 had movement. 681 had movement.
5A stayed exactly the same.
5A is pretty much the same. Could change this week. Muskogee, Carl Albert.
Yeah. Oh, that won't change anything.
When was the last time Carl Albert lost a football game?
Muskogee last year.
Muskogee last year.
It was a close game, if I recall.
It was.
Yeah, it was. And this year's in Muskogee.
In Muskogee this year,
Yeah.
In Muskogee this year.
That'd be the top pick in the last segment today.
I bet you that's going to be the number 1 game of the week for the high school huddle.
How about for everybody?
Well, the Tulsa paper was going to have Union G's.
Right. 0-2 against 2-0.
Yeah.
That's great.
So Putnam City is 0-2. Altus 0-2. Ardmore 0-2. Noble 0-2. Noble's got to learn to play some defense.
Yeah, Noble can't play defense, especially that secondary.
Blackwell's 0-2. Chickasha 0-2. Anadarko, Kingfisher, Locust Grove, Adair, Jinx, Kellyville.
Jinx. Slid Jinx in there.
Jinx is 0-2.
Slid Jinx in there.
So when's the last time Jinx went 0-3?
2023.
Yeah. Didn't they go 0-4?
Well, they've only been 0-2 like 4 times in their history.
I thought they had one win. Didn't they start like 1-3 or something like that last year?
Yeah.
They started poorly last year too.
Well, they lost to Jinx and lost to Union.
Yeah.
No, they lost to Bixby.
No, they beat Bixby.
Oh, that's right.
We're talking about Jinx.
I meant Owasso.
Yeah. Okay.
Beat Owasso. So, but Jinx 0-2, and Jinx at the midway part of the second quarter, Owasso had a 21-0 lead.
Crazy.
Over Jinx. Halftime, Owasso had 228 yards of offense. Jinx had 65 yards of offense.
What is going on?
It was 34-7 after the third quarter.
What's going on?
And then Jinx got going in the fourth quarter and came up a little bit short. So maybe that will be the momentum they need going into Tulsa Union. Of course, Tulsa Union was supposed to go over Owasso in the semis last year and get to the state championship. So I think Union will not be overlooking Jinx's.
No, I don't think
0-2 Jinx.
0-2, that's crazy. 0-2 Jinx.
0-2 Jinx. So a lot of games. This is going to be some great games this week. A lot of Thursday games. Again, the official shortage this year. Games will have to be played on Thursday.
Sorry.
And so like the team that we cover, Guthrie, they got 3 Thursday games this year. One because of fall break, but there are 2 other Thursday games I think that help with the
CA's
Carl Robert is one.
That's a fall break game. So
What's the other one?
Southeast is a Thursday night game, and Lawton Ike, which Lawton Ike has to share a field with the other Lawton schools.
We're going to Lawton Ike, aren't we?
We go to Lawton.
Yeah. Just want to mess up my Friday.
Go to Lawton. So,
Whole week's been thrown off.
Yep.
so we're going to talk about a whole bunch of different stuff. One of the questions that Ronnie brought up was best East Side school in 5A.
Yeah,
That's easy.
Well, my old mentor and my old coach texted me today and asked me, who's the best team in the East in 5A? I said, that's a great question. I said, maybe it's something we can discuss later on today.
Well, there's some candidates out there. Let's see if I can.
Easy one.
It's easy for you?
Oh, yeah. Not even close.
Not even close?
Not on the East side.
Oh, I think it's a great conversation.
Well, no, I think it'll be a good conversation, but I think at the end of the day, there's only one that stands out.
Really?
Yep.
Who do you think is?
Well, I don't want to lead with that. I don't want to build up.
Well, this we're talking about it right now.
Yeah, we're talking about it right now.
This is what we're talking about right now.
I think there's a chance by the end of the season that it could be Claremore.
Chris digging deep.
I think it could be Claremore.
Yeah, could be. That's good.
I think Claremore is in the conversation. I think Collinsville is in the conversation, and Sapulpa is in the conversation.
I think Sapulpa's in it too.
I don't think Coweta's quite there anymore.
I got Collinsville and Sapulpa are my 2. I have one clear leader right now.
Yeah.
Collinsville,
Sapulpa, and again,
don't say it.
I have to.
Don't stop.
I mean, I know they lost 9% of their offense, 9% of their defense last year, but they're still winning games.
95.
So I want to see how McAllister plays as soon as they get in district play.
Bishop Kelly play 0-2. Bishop Kelly
because some newspapers got McAllister number 2 still in state.
Bishop Kelly, they're 0-2.
Yeah.
Coweta, not as strong as they have been in years past. Are you over your Durant thing? Is that over with? Are you still riding that?
Oh no, they won last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back in.
Aren't they on the East side?
Yeah, I guess they are. Yeah.
Anything you want to say?
Well, they got 2 Division I defensive players on their team.
You know what? I
Luckily
lied.
for you, there's 19 other players.
I mean,
I take it back. I think the best East Side school this year is Del City. No doubt. Best East Side school in 5A.
They're on the east side of 35. I see what they did there. You know what? Me too. We're going to do that.
They play 5A3. So
yeah. You know what? It is Del City.
It is Del City.
Del City. No doubt. Del City.
Then Collinsville, number 2. Sapulpa, number 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd go with that.
Did we mention Andy Bass signing with OU last week?
I don't think we did.
I think we did.
Did we?
Yes, we did.
Wait, why are you asking me?
Yeah, don't ask him.
Yeah.
We did talk about Andy Bass signing with OU. Yep, because he signed on that Wednesday morning.
Good weight program.
Shaker Wright.
Great weight program.
Rizek, offered by Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Sure did. Shaker got offered today.
He'd be the best quarterback in the room if he was there right now.
Only a junior. By the way, Shaker goes back to Jinx this week.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, him and about 15
I was
other
gonna
former
say,
Jinx
yeah.
teammates.
Was it the Union running back also used to be at Jinx?
Yeah, there's multiple.
Yeah.
Multiple.
I think we might know what's up with Jinx.
Multiple Red Hawks going back to Jinx.
They all went to Union.
So does that make Union the Choctaw of the East?
Union Choctaw of the East?
Yeah. I mean, Choctaw is the destination location for transfers. I mean, it is. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not saying we're not doing anything wrong, but it is.
Yeah. A lot of people go to.
CA's getting a lot of transfers.
I think Del City won the transfer.
Oh, yeah. They won the transfer
How
portal.
did How did Choctaw lose on Cash Ferris though? I mean, that was a big loss for them.
If
he couldn't start there.
Kevin Sperry goes to Choctaw,
Start there right now.
yeah,
in his senior year.
Cash Ferris,
Yeah.
he'd start right now in Choctaw.
Yes, what I'm saying is that's why he left Choctaw originally. 'Cause he couldn't play there. He wanted to go someplace.
Well, he would only play 1 year.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, but
Why did he go?
I don't know. Baseball. I guess.
Oh, play for
Probably
CA.
that's probably number one reason is baseball.
but if
OSU commit.
Kevin Sperry would have gone to Choctaw, they'd be how good would the Choctaw be?
Pretty darn good.
yeah.
Juju Smith, he's the best player on the Choctaw team.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree
He's
with
fun
that.
to
Yeah,
watch.
he can go
He
get
is
it.
exciting
Yeah,
to
he can go
watch.
get it.
That defensive
And
end,
they're going to have to find
He's
him,
all there.
Throw,
Yeah.
throw the ball. So that's
he's all there.
tough
That's a
to-
Thursday game too. Them in Westmore.
Oh, this week? Mm-hmm. Well, what are we doing?
Probably watching on the stream.
Oh, Chris don't like getting out of the house.
I like watching all the streams. I have my 2 or 3 monitors. I can watch all the games. And
I won't be able to go tomorrow because I've got to work tomorrow night.
when did you change jobs?
Well, about evidently when Dave showed up. Jeez.
Grant Oliver, Duncan, Oklahoma, checking in.
Ooh.
There's our
His
favorite
Winniewood boys.
our favorite coach in the South.
Yeah.
Tony Knox
tough
checking
break
in.
for Weenie Wood there.
Grant
Grant.
says he's going to see some big upsets this week.
Who's he thinking?
There's a lot of big games. There's a lot of big
Name a
games this
few,
week.
Grant. I want to. Well,
Yeah, throw 'em out there,
Should we wait
Coach.
for prediction time?
No, throw it out there, Coach.
Yeah.
We can
there's
get
gonna
this
be-
straight up to the locker
No,
room.
I totally agree with Grant. There's going to be some great games this
There
week.
will be some great games.
I think there's a chance for upsets,
Oh, yeah. I think based on what we've seen the first few weeks, yeah, definitely.
especially over there in the East.
Kind of jump around this first segment. Class A, Crescent Tigers, they're moving up.
Yeah.
We'll see where they land in the top 5.
Good ball club.
Concord.
Oh, boy. We're out on Colcord.
Yeah.
Well, Ronnie is.
It upset me. I mean, they lost to Kansas, bigger school. I get it.
2A school.
They
But
bumped up to
it's
2A.
like they didn't even show up.
Yeah, I don't think it was that bad, was it?
It was like something, nothing.
They didn't score?
No.
Oh, yeah, I'm out.
Let's see here real quick. What's that say?
Where's that?
Oh, they might be under 2A. We'll get to these scores here in a minute. We're just 27-20.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Oh, they came back. I'm back in.
Back in. Okay. Well, goodness.
We'll see where they
A
go.
lot of
with
research
the,
done over there, huh?
Well, when I looked at it, I was so disgusted because they were getting their butts kicked, and then I was like,
you'd have been
I'm out.
you'd have been undefeated. No, you'd had one loss.
Yeah.
Jinx tripped us all up last
Yeah.
week.
Almost went with the other one.
Yeah.
Santa Fe.
Edmond Memorial?
I tell you,
Edmond Memorial?
they're doing some things right.
Yep.
They're doing some things right.
It's all about quarterback. If your first grade team needs to win, you got to have a quarterback.
That's right.
If your NFL team wants to win, they got to have a quarterback.
That's right.
It's all about quarterback.
All about quarterbacks.
And Edmond Memorial has a quarterback. David McComb he threw for 4 second half touchdowns. I think he broke a record. I think he said it beat Deer Creek 34-31.
Yeah.
So, but I think he set a record.
Well, Deer Creek don't have a slouch of a quarterback either.
No,
Kind
great
of
quarterback.
wonder what's going on over there.
Yeah, David McComb set
No
a
defense.
Ed Memorial school record, 477 passing yards, no interceptions.
Phil, I think you're right on the no defense part.
Yeah. Is he now? Will he ever play for the Kansas Jayhawks, who he's verbally committed to right
So
now?
you're saying he's a junior. Somebody else might be coming along a little bit better than Kansas?
Yeah.
Kansas football school, right?
Well, we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were in the Black Unis this Friday. Oh, good. The Blackhawks.
This coming
The
Friday?
Jayhawks, yeah.
Who they
Who are
playing?
they playing?
That doesn't matter.
Some directional school?
Yeah.
That's what everybody plays.
Not a fan of college football on Friday night. Now they get checks to play on Friday
Oh,
night.
yeah, they do.
And they get to play on TV, but
Somebody, head coach the other day says Friday night, they could play on Friday this week, and he's like, I'm not a fan. High school football's for Friday night.
That's right. I hate that.
Yeah.
I mean, 'cause it's just, well, I hate it.
despise.
No, hate.
Oh, hate.
Hate's the
Okay.
appropriate.
Grant says Winniewood lost to a bigger school.
Yeah, I mentioned that part, but Grant, there's your shirt, by the way.
Yeah, we got.
Depending on your performance tonight is whether or not we're bringing that with us Friday.
He's bringing you no bakes, remember?
Oh, no, yep. Shirt will be there, Grant.
Was
I'll throw in a
dessert-
hat, too.
for dessert. But what's for the?
What
the
buffet
dinner?
are we having, Grant?
We're getting there around 4:00.
We'll be there at 4.
We got to set up. Got to
gotta
sneak
set-
me in.
Yeah, I gotta sneak you in.
Jeez.
So, but yeah, so we got a great show. We got to talk about some scores from last week. We're going to take a look at the games of the week, and I was having a hard time putting it 1 through 10. It was
Yeah. A lot of good games.
Lots of good games.
Yeah.
some rankings. We got some performances from last week that we're going to talk about and all that good stuff. But before we go any further, the High School Huddle always brought to you by our good friends at Generations Church. We appreciate Josh and all the crew. Let's hear from them real quick. The High School Huddle is presented by Generations Church. Love God, love people, serve both well. Contact Generations Church by calling 405-282-6848 or visit them online at generationsguthrie.com. We certainly appreciate them all season long here on the High School Huddle. We'll take you all the way through December this entire year. And one more thing, because we probably won't talk a whole lot about the Guthrie Blue Jays, but they hold Woodward to negative 60 yards. Now, Woodward, they're in a huge transition right now. I mean, they're in 5A football, 5A, but they're going to be playing in 3A next year. I mean, they have 4A numbers.
Due to losses, right?
Yeah.
Due to record.
They're the 7th largest class in 4A, but they'll be playing in 3A1. But anyway, Guthrie held them to negative 60 yards.
I think they got robbed for 3 points, though.
Yeah. They should have been on the scoreboard.
I think they should be on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Are we going to talk about that? We're just going to tiptoe around it.
Well, I mean,
okay, that's
they tried their best.
No, they didn't. If they tried their best, they would have showed up sooner than 12 minutes before kickoff.
Yeah.
They would have brought a coin for the coin toss.
Yeah.
They would have said, pick a number between 1 to 10 to our sideline reporter.
Yeah.
They would have. The white hat would have let his crew get in position before he let him kick a field goal. I mean, there's so many. They don't know how to do a running clock. Yeah. I mean, do you want to keep going?
The clock operator, right? I will say this, and
it's terrible.
I will say this, and I've as a former baseball umpire, washed up umpire, you're struggling for more crews. So back in the day when I first started, it took me 4 years to get to a state tournament, and I was pretty good the first 4 years where I didn't get to state tournament. I was like, man, I can be there, but now they're looking for more officials. So more people are getting state tournaments that probably shouldn't be state tournament. And there's some officials getting games that they probably shouldn't be getting, but that's where they need those officials.
Well, I know we kind of talked about off air yet last Friday during the game.
Some of it was on the air.
Well, some of it was on the air. But I'm talking about how it could be harder for Woodward to get officials to go up there, but they pay mileage. So I mean, they pay mileage for their officials to get up there. So it's disappointing. Their positioning was never right. It was they talked for 20 minutes. Yeah. It took them forever to put the ball in play after every play.
Insane. It was like watching a little league football. I'm just going to say it was like watching a little league football crew run a 5A football game.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous.
It's a tough spot because we need more game officials. They weren't ready for that for varsity, and that's just the situation.
But you can control things like. I mean, I'm sorry,
but at least they were there so we can have the game, right?
Yeah,
that's fine. We could have pulled 5 guys out of the rec league in Woodward. This is just me talking. It's a problem because what could have happened, thank God it didn't. Things get chirpy. That crew didn't have an ounce of ability to manage that game.
Yeah.
And somebody could have got hurt. Somebody could have got suspended. In a game that gets out of hand like that, thank God that the kids behaved themselves correctly.
Yeah.
And I think
it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's absolute. That crew should not be officiating. I know we're short. I know we need officials. They should not be officiating varsity football games.
You still want to put a good product on the field.
Well, a minimum standard.
Yeah.
I mean, a minimum standard. It was horrible.
I mean, even the last punt that Woodward did, the ball went out at the 15-yard line, and they signaled touchback. I mean, it was bad.
The guy signaled touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, listen.
40,000 views on TikTok.
Chris, you always say fair and balanced. You do. You always say that. I understand there's a shortage. I understand all this. But I'm sorry, you can be a bad official and show up on time.
Yeah.
You can be a bad official and show up on time with a coin to do the coin toss.
Yeah.
You can be a bad official and not spend literally 8 minutes talking to the captains.
Yeah.
And then you can darn sure not kick the ball off at 7:08.
Yeah.
And have...
Because you got the band out on the field. I mean, the whole thing was just complete train wreck.
Asked our cameraman if he had some change in his pocket.
Well... And we're lucky where we go. We always see the top officiating crews in the state.
The week before, we had one of the top officiating crews.
Yeah, we did.
But I'm just saying, I understand people got to get experience. I understand there's a shortage. There still needs to be a minimum standard for basic things.
Yeah.
I mean, this was terrible. It was terrible. I felt horrible for the Woodward kids.
Yeah, being positioned.
I mean, it was horrible.
Yeah.
Two officials threw flags. Nobody else threw a flag.
And they threw them over and over.
Yeah.
And then the whole deal with equipment. They kept sending kids off the field because they didn't like their equipment. They didn't like their knee pads weren't.
You're supposed to do that before the game.
Exactly. If
6 o'clock.
you get there sooner than 12 minutes from kickoff, you go around and you look at kids warming up. And you say, okay, you got to fix that. You got to get that right. You got to get that right. There was all kinds of delays in the game just sending kids off the field.
Yeah, it took forever.
It was insane.
Putting the ball in play was definitely an issue.
It was a challenge.
You're going to get our first time out here. Jason Kenning kind of sums it up. All these statements are true for any job. Terrible employees are often always not on time.
On time.
On time.
Yep. He's right.
So, yeah, it's a tough deal. So, yeah. All right. We're going to take our opening timeout. Phil's going to take he's got 2 drinks of water ready to go. Get him some M&Ms. There we go, buddy.
We're going to refresh after this.
I'm all better now.
Refresh. We'll get you all better here in a little bit. When we come back, take a look at some scores, some of the upsets from last week, some of the great performances. We'll also have our top 5 in each class and the top 10 games of the week. We have a leader in the clubhouse on predictions.
Yeah, we do. Who could that be? I'm sure he cheated.
I mean, you want it. It's good to win all your non-district games, but when it comes into the district games,
these really don't matter.
You want to win toward the end. That's how you play at the end of the season.
That's how I was season champion last year. I focused on what mattered.
Right. We're going to take our opening timeout. We are presented by Generations Church.
At Generations Church, we exist to love God, love people, and serve both well. We're a multi-generational, multicultural church that believes in being a light to our city and our region. At Generations, we don't believe that church can be put in a box. We're a church that accepts all people from all walks of life, young, old, rich, and poor, and you will feel welcome at Generations. Join us at 10 a.m. every Sunday at 2524 West Noble in Guthrie, America. You can also join us at generationsguthrie.online.church.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world.
Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time?
100% tenderloin. That's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours.
It is amazing.
Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I love to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy. Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle, presented by Generations Church.
Welcome back, High School Huddle. Segment 2. Feeling better?
Yeah, I feel better.
Okay.
Got
Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. Getting set for week 2 of the high school football season. Actually, week 3 of games, but week 2 because 0.
Our fans know that.
Okay, good.
We have fans?
All 4 of them.
16 right now. Yeah.
Oh, good.
So, a bunch of, but by the way, Chandler beat Stroud in a rival game last week.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
Did we pick that?
Finding Tony Wilson's? No, we did not.
Thank God, because I got that one wrong.
Yeah, both Chandler and Stroud are good this year.
You wouldn't have, be honest.
I would have gone Chandler.
I would have. Oh, you would have?
I went Chandler too.
I would have went Stroud. Fighting Eric Carlos.
Yeah.
Tony Wilson.
Okay, let's take a look at some of the scores. Not all the scores, but just some of the scores. We'll first take a look at 6A1. And Norman North on a Thursday night took down Norman on the campus of University of Oklahoma. Westmore over Yukon. Mustang, Southmore. There's that Broken Arrow Union.
That was closer than I thought.
Yeah, absolutely.
The logos are switched, but never mind that.
It's all right.
Oh, my bad.
Covered a murder yesterday.
Yeah, a little off there. Ed Memorial, we talked about that one earlier. McCombs with the school record. Ed Memorial, 34-31.
Let's start paying attention to Edmond Memorial a little bit.
Yep. And Ponca City takes down Enid. Enid takes down Ponca. Enid takes down Ponca. Ponca
0-2 Ponca.
0-2 on the year.
They scored this week. Positive for Coach Harmon over there.
Yeah. By the way,
what time they kick off?
Guthrie's had their 2 opponents. Ponca and Wood were not very good.
No, not very good at all.
Although Ponca, kind of surprised they're not where they. I thought
they'd be a lot better than
I
what we
did
saw.
too.
I don't know if Guthrie's defense is just that good or if they were.
I think it's a common. I think Guthrie's defense is legitimately
minus
very,
53
very,
yards
very
is
good.
what the Guthrie defense is.
They're extremely good. But I think the Ponca kids, and this isn't an attack on the kids, they didn't play fast or aggressive. It's almost like, and I was told by some kids that I have some family that was up there that they rarely go full pads.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that would actually play out true based on what we saw.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that's accurate, but that's what I was
Well,
told.
it gets 195 degrees on that turf.
Well, it's 195 degrees Friday nights.
Well, in Guthrie, they didn't have turf, so it wasn't nearly as hot.
175.
It was 94 on the field.
Tomato. 6A2. Muskogee. We're going to be talking about the Roughers here.
They're pretty good.
Hey, by the way, PC West takes down PC North.
Come on now.
Yeah, PC
Let's go,
West.
PC West.
Let's go. We're coming.
We got, what's the PC West? Head coach's name, PC West. He was a coach
longtime coach
at Langston.
Yes.
I'm trying to. Yeah, really nice guy, and I'm drawing a blank on his name. But PC West takes down PC North. I think it's gonna be a long season for PC North.
Yeah, Putnam City West coming to 5A next year.
Yeah, so West over North. I think that might be for the second time this year too, if I remember correctly. PC West victory there. US Grant, congratulations, they get a win. Good for them. Southeast also gets a win, and Claremore over Bartlesville, 5A over 6A too. So Claremore,
keep an eye on Claremore.
They're always in the playoffs. They just take an early exit usually, but I think they're kind of like I don't know, kind of like a Collinsville when they got going. 15 years ago. So I think Claremore's a team to kind of watch out for. In the
that'd be good. That'd be good.
Eastside needs that. Booker T's coming down next year.
Greg Johnson,
yes, thank you. And he's a
Booker
good
team
dude.
needs to get down to 5A based on what we're seeing.
Kind of crazy, yeah.
It's
got
nuts
destroyed,
to say that,
yeah.
but
And we'll talk about when we go over the rankings 6A2. It's like 5 schools and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know who I would even pick as a number 16.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
It's not very good.
Lawton,
Yeah.
Ponca, Bartlesville.
I now know why Ponca was preseason 7.
Yeah. And 12 out of 16 teams make the playoffs there. So
And that's
6A2.
And of course, that's another topic, but it could be worse in 2A when they divide up as well.
Yeah.
Take a look at some 5A scores, just a few of them there. Wagner, 24-7 over Coweta, number 1 team in 4A football. Dell City shuts out Booker T. Washington. Dell City, they are so good.
They're so good.
Fields running the ball, Warren throwing the ball, and then go with all their athletes. Now, those are 2 transfers. Great benefit there. Duncan close to taking down Lawton, 32-26. Duncan had a chance to tie that one up late and did not get it done.
Fumbled the ball on the 1 yard line in overtime.
Yeah. Sapulpa.
Problem.
Sapulpa, ball carrier, I think.
Okay. Oh.
Sapulpa and Tahlequah. That was a fun game. Sapulpa, the 5A school, getting it done there. 41 points on the board.
I like Sapulpa.
I do. Carl Albert, no trouble with their Middale rival in Midwest City. Lawton Ike, the Lawton Bowl. MacArthur wins that one there. McGinnis shuts out Clinton. That was one of the games.
It's a shocker for me. It's one I got wrong.
One of the games that Ronnie got and we did not. But and then El Reno led 6-0 for a good part of the second
quarter.
half. And then Piedmont 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Same offense, Piedmont?
Well,
yeah, it was that
same offense, but they
threw a little bit more.
They threw the ball a heck of a lot more. They actually threw back-to-back passes in the second half that I watched. I probably saw about 6 passes, so that's definitely an improvement from what they were doing a year ago. You know,
got athletes, got good football players.
4A scores here real quick. There's the Hominy Cleveland. That was the 101st time they meet. I think Ardmore and Ada played for the 100th time this past week as well. Blanchard, 61 points on Noble. And, you know, Noble has been giving up points for the last several years. They've had offenses that kind of kept them in games, but the offense has come down quite a bit. So they lost quite a bit on that offensive side there. But, yeah, Noble having a hard time finding defense right now. Parkers Tryon shuts out Tecumseh. Cushing, coming off a state championship game appearance last year, a victory. The Outlaws, Marlowe, victory. Collinsville, Stigler. Stigler goes up and gets Catoosa. And Weatherford gets on in the win column. They take down Kingfisher.
Real problems in Kingfisher.
37-17. And, boy, Weatherford, I'm a little nervous. Well, I think I picked them 8-2.
Yeah, you picked them really high.
Well, they're 1-1 right now, Chris, so you got a shot. Still in the game.
They got a stud.
They do.
Nickens. They got a stud and Nickens.
He's a complete stud.
He's on defense side of the ball, though, right?
And offense.
And offense. He plays both ways.
But he's best on the defense side, though, right?
Yeah, probably.
He go to
tight end. Yeah.
He go to Georgia playing defense if you wanted to.
Yes. Well, he's got an offer.
He's got an offer.
He's got that option. Yeah. 3 scores real quickly. Heritage Hall, one of the games of the week last week, really wasn't that close.
No, it wasn't.
47-24 over the Falcons. Millwood with the loss. I don't think they're going to drop too far in the high school huddle rankings coming up here in a little bit. Elgin, 76 points. By the way, that is a school record, 76 points.
They're an extremely good football team.
Yeah, good football team.
Elgin's a very good football team.
Elgin set a school record, 76 points, 75 points in 2017. Their head coach was the offensive coordinator at the time when it was 75, when they scored 75 points. It was 70-0 at halftime. 70.
Oh, boy.
At halftime.
At halftime.
Coach goes, well, I know what the record is. We got to get 6.
Yeah, that's right. Put starters out there, boys.
Lincoln Christian in a game that we had talked about last week with Jones, and Lincoln Christian just took it right to him.
Oh, yeah.
No surprise there.
I think it's a clear-cut 1 and 2.
No doubt. No doubt. Cassia Hall, Rejoice Christian. Cassia Hall victorious there. Shawnee loses to Seminole 28-25. Berry Hill loses to Fort Gibson. So, and then finally, Verdigris and Sperry was a good game as well. So, 3A scores, 2A scores here real quick. Tonkawa over Newkirk. Cashin, boy,
yeah, it's rough.
It's dropped fast in Cashin.
Yeah, it has.
Prague victorious. Rafe Watkins in the Devils with the victory there.
The Red Devils.
Ringling, 15-12, small victory over the Wampus Cats of Atoka. There's that Chandler Stroud rival. Boy, Chandler.
Yeah, took it to him.
We mentioned Colcord earlier. Yes, Crescent. I still haven't fixed your logo yet. I think it's a PNG JPEG file thing that's getting confused on there. But nonetheless, Crescent victorious 54-0.
Oh, man, you follow.
And
good game, though.
Yeah, good game against Vian. Vian's a good team.
Very good team.
And real quick, just a few scores in Class A football. Pawnee shuts out Okema. Alva, the Gold Bugs. We saw the Gold Bugs at the convenience store as we were living in Woodward last week. They were happy Gold Bugs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hobart shuts out Watonga. Watonga was not celebrating as we drove through there about midnight 30. And the defending state champions Fairview, easy.
Still rolling.
Yep. So here's some of my notes that I was able to pick up. Mentioned Washington. We didn't mention Washington, but they beat Sulphur. And we always talk about the tight ends and the quarterback, but they got a good running back as well, Major Cantrell. And I think Washington has a top 10 game of the week, and I think they're done. They're two games. They're cruising the rest after this week. They're cruising.
See you in the state finals, boys.
Yeah, we'll see at Chad Richardson Stadium. 5 players scored for 2A Crossings as they beat Hennessy. Luther got past Perry, 38-6. 118 rushing and 175 passing for Alec Jackson for the Fighting Tony Wilsons over in Chandler. Vian over Eufaula, Mason Wright, and Drayton Fletcher, 100-plus rushing yards there. Bixby, they're a team up in the Tulsa area.
Oh, is that where they're at? When did
the Spartans?
Never heard of them.
When they start playing football?
Yeah, they used to. Yeah, so they won Springdale Harbor. They're not the normal Springdale, but they're pretty good. But Bixby beat them 75-18.
Yeah,
Bixby 63-1 in their last 64 games.
That one game,
63-1.
That's all I can focus on.
Bixby had 7 touchdowns in the second quarter.
Wow, that's insane.
In the second quarter. So, Liam Evans,
runner in 6A1, boys.
We got to give some love to the special teams, right? To the kickers.
Yes.
Oh, you commit Liam Evans made a 51-yard field goal in Moore's victory over Edmond North, 31-28. It's fun to watch the kickers now because their field goal range is getting
stupid.
Is getting crazy.
Yeah.
So OU's
when I played, if a kid kicked
for OU right now.
No, that kid they got
Schmidt.
That kid,
the McGinnis kid,
last week. Saturday, he's got pretty close on these extra points last week.
Saw him
got a little tired.
It was real ugly.
We saw him live. It was junior and senior year at McGinnis.
Yeah. I thought you were going to kick it on I-44.
No, you can hear it.
Yeah, you can hear it.
I mean, you literally can hear it.
Yeah.
No, he's got a strong
Those
line.
kickers always stick. I remember Josh Brown. He played at Foyle High School, went to Nebraska, played in the pros.
Oh, yeah.
I remember Guthrie hosted a 8-man playoff game. I remember him coming. He did everything. But I was like, man, can we see him punt? I hear he's a great punter. He's a great quarterback. I think he was a quarterback or running back.
He's a great athlete.
But it's always fun to watch good kickers.
Yeah, it is
at the high school level. Yep. We mentioned U.S. Grant. They were 0-10 last year. Got a victory this year.
That's
so
good.
With 20-0. Their defense 4 interceptions.
Ooh,
good for them.
Night.
So we mentioned PC West beating PC North 27-7 on Friday night. Back-to-back wins.
There you
PC
go.
West
There you
over
go,
North.
PC
First time
West.
since 94-95.
There you go.
So good for them.
I like that.
Yep.
Gregory Jones. There we found it. Yeah. I know we got help earlier, so I knew it was in my notes somewhere.
TBJ.
Thank you.
Me.
Yes.
Knows it all.
Yep. Man, it was in my notes. I was like, I didn't label it very good. So, but yeah. So here's some individual performances. We talked about David McComb for Ed Memorial setting a record for Ed Memorial in the victory over Deer Creek. Come down a little bit in my 6A2 rankings, but not a whole lot. We'll get to that here in our next segment. Carson Cooksey, we talked about him multiple times. The Blanchard quarterback, 2 touchdowns, rushed for 2 in the victory over Noble. 22 of 29 passing for 350 yards. Blanchard, Tuttle, Wagner, Poto,
Just a
Weatherford, Newcastle.
collision course.
It's going to be fun.
4A is the best, I think, top to bottom. I've said this numerous times, the best classification of football.
Be competitive for sure.
Yeah.
6A is heavy.
Yep.
There's 4 schools in 6A2 that you can kind of put wherever. It's
I think Muskogee's a clear number 1 right now.
But they're not as strong as they've been in the past.
No,
So they're not as strong.
But don't you think they're a clear number 1 right now?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really think there's only 3 teams that will even. Yeah. It's. I don't think 6A2 is definitely down.
Yeah, it's definitely down. 5A is heavy. 4A is
heavy.
3A is heavy. Heavy top.
Yeah.
MJ Graham, we talked about him. He was one of the 3 Division I players for Southeast, transfer out. He's at Westmore, but 4 touchdowns in a victory over UConn. He's committed to Houston, 176 yards, rushed for 197. River Warren, Dale City quarterback, 216 yards, 3 touchdowns in the shutout against Booker T. Washington. Booker T. Washington can't even score points.
I don't know what's going on there, but it's not good.
He was 18 of 21 passing. Jordan Warrior, PC West, we mentioned all that great stuff, 27 and 27-7. And Xavier Robinson, ho-hum, 14 carries, 158 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Where will River end up going, do you think? What caliber of school? Is he a small D1 kid?
Yeah.
Like a North Texas or a Toledo?
Yeah, it's something like that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Is my guess. Yeah.
He could sling it.
Yeah, he definitely can.
Yeah,
he definitely can.
We saw it up close and personal last couple of years. He could sling
I
it.
wonder why he didn't go to Choctaw. I don't know, with him living in Oklahoma City, if he had they were already, he said his family.
Could it be he wants to beat Carl Albert before he graduates high school?
Well, it sounded like a good idea, so Sperry came.
Well, I know. Yeah. I'm just saying, could that be it?
No.
His McGinnis teams were pretty close.
Yeah. But never did.
Never did. I don't know.
He's a competitor. We've seen that. That kid's got a competitive streak in him.
Yeah, he played with he played with the 1.5 missing teeth last year against Guthrie.
Tough kid.
Yeah.
Tough
so
kid.
I mean, he's
That's a very
real
tough kid.
Yeah.
All right.
1.5?
2.5, I think.
I'd rather just have that half gone.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Okay.
Dallas Bison, we appreciate all the comments. Keep them coming because that's the really good part of the show is we can go back and forth and we have our talking points. But if you guys can interact a whole lot more, that'd be awesome. Dallas says, wonder how long the people in Cashman will put up with what type of football is being played. And we've talked about this before, Phil. There's teams that go on these great runs.
Yep.
And Cashman went on a great run, state championships back to back, I believe.
Yep.
And kids come and go. The coaches don't get dumber.
No, I mean,
we've seen this many times.
It's the hard thing with high school football, right?
But it's a good question.
It's a great question,
Yeah, it is.
and I think it's valid considering the community and everything,
and the level,
and all that. I mean, they have expectations.
They had it going, man.
Yeah, though they did, and they made it to the final several times without winning before they finally won.
That was the deal. They could always get there, but they can never win it.
But high school football, I mean, kids graduate, and if you don't have kids coming up, especially small schools, you kind of get what you get, what you have. Right?
Yeah, I mean, really, I don't know if you necessarily look at the high school coaches because, like I said, they're not getting dumber. It's okay. What kind of youth program do we have? Let's look at our youth program. Who's moving out? And
we've experienced that in the community we lived in. We had a run of 10 years. That was spectacular.
Yeah.
What did we have, guys? We had a lot of what?
Athletes.
We had a lot of studs.
Jimmys and Joes.
Had a lot of Jimmys and Joes during that time. Not taking anything away.
You can draw up the perfect X's and O, but if the X can't get there fast enough, who's going to win?
We've seen it over the years with the team we follow every Friday night through the regular season, the Guthrie Blue Jays. Always competitive, always play hard, smash mouth type of football, always going to be tough kids, always going to be in the right place, well coached, all those things, right? But we've seen it over the years. You could see them trying to get there. They knew what they were supposed to do, but they just couldn't get there. And I mean, that happens.
Another example, not quite to this level that you bring up, Dallas, but like Coach Blankenship.
Yeah.
I think he knows what he's doing at a while.
Yeah, he's pretty good coach.
But
pretty good coach.
But he doesn't have the athletes right now as Bixby.
Yeah.
Now he did a few years ago.
And he won a state title.
I tell you what, he didn't have them last year, and he still played for a state championship.
That's true. Yeah,
very true.
Beat Union.
And he band-aided that thing together.
He sure did.
Broken Arrow in 2018.
Yeah.
And
well, they rewarded him.
Yeah.
Thanks for that gold ball, Coach.
You out of here. All right, but good question. We appreciate that.
Yeah, it was a good
appreciate
question.
that. We're going to take another time out here on the High School Huddle. Come back. We got to our top 5 rankings. So this is where we get some interaction with you as well. We're going to give you our top 5, and then you say you're crazy. This team needs to be there. So see if you agree with us on the other side. This is the High School Huddle presented by Generations Church.
Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. they are just struggling to survive. The team at Exon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exon.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin. That's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours.
It is amazing.
Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
At Generations Church, we exist to love God, love people, and serve both well. We're a multi-generational, multicultural church that believes in being a light to our city and our region. At Generations, we don't believe that church can be put in a box. We're a church that accepts all people from all walks of life, young, old, rich, and poor, and you will feel welcome at Generations. Join us at 10 a.m. every Sunday at 2524 West Noble in Guthrie, America. You can also join us at generationsguthrie.online.church.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle, presented by Generations Church.
Welcome back, High School Huddle. Wednesday night getting set for week 2 of the high school football season. Great games. We'll get to those here in our next segment. But, man, I was going through 1 through 10. It's usually pretty cut and dry who's number 1, number 2, number 3 game of the week. But there's a lot of good ones. So, like, number 10, number 9 are, like, really, really good football games.
Yeah, we'd go watch them, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Stream.
I mean, not literally.
Yeah. So, welcome back. We are presented by Generations Church. Love God, love people, serve both well. They do a great job here in Guthrie, but if you have a question or need anything that they can point you in the right direction, you can always get them at generationsguthrie.com. And Josh Seabolt and his crew out there do a great job. So
I just want to say this. Josh Seabolt, you always hope that your pastors have a servant's heart. Most do, right?
Yep.
Josh is at a whole different level.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy, and we go to a different church. This isn't my home church. But, man, I would go there. If I wasn't so happy with my home church, I would go there. Not because he's the sponsor, am I saying this, but Josh Seabolt and the whole staff out there, the congregation, they truly are focused on helping other people, and it's a neat thing to see. So I just wanted to say that to Josh. Really appreciate what he does every day.
He says it every Sunday at church because I do go there, and he goes, everything we do in here goes outside these walls.
100%.
He says it every week.
Yeah,
so
he lives it. You all live it.
Yeah,
the whole congregation lives it.
We're happy to have him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, let's take a look at some rankings here by the High School Huddle. Ronnie has his top 5. Phil has his top 5. I have my top 5. We put them all together. I
got fired today.
We got a formula, and we pieced it together. We had to use some A's and some X's to come up with this. There were some tiebreakers.
Phil got to be tiebreaker.
I
did?
Yeah. Well, I changed mine eventually, so it really ended up being a tiebreaker.
Telling me.
Well, I thought it would. I thought it was going to be a tiebreaker, but I thought.
Good effort, Phil.
I was so
did what I could.
So I was having a little trouble with 6A1.
You did ask me a question today.
I did.
Yeah. Did you like my answer?
I can't remember what it was.
You gave me 2 options. Who would you put here? This school or that
Mustang
school?
or Norman North?
That's right.
Yeah. You went Norman North.
I did.
We'll see how it plays out.
Yep.
All right. Let's look at the rankings. We'll start with Class A top 5.
Come on, Crescent.
And yes, Crescent, I haven't got your logo fixed yet. Crescent, number 2. Number
Come on,
2
Tigers. Come on,
in
Tigers.
the top 5. Your logo is not fixed yet, but you're number 2 in Class A. Concord dropped down. They went up to Kansas, lost, but they do fall in the 5.
Concord will be there in the playoffs.
So Ringling came down?
Oh, yeah.
I think Ringling stayed the same.
They were 4 last week.
Oh, okay. There's
Crescent.
Okay. They're the same in mine.
Yes, because Crescent jumped 3 spots. No, we had them 4 or 3.
I think we had them 5 last week.
So they jumped 3 spots. No respect for Hominy.
I had Crescent 5 last week.
Are we Logan County bias?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have them 3 in my ranking, Jeff.
I have Crescent number 3. How in the world they get number 2
You
then?
put them in the 2 hole.
Maybe Crescent should be 3.
You shouldn't correct this live on the air.
Well, I'm going to get it right. So Hominy.
I got Fairview, Ringling, Crescent.
No, we disagree on that. That's
See,
how.
I got Fairview, Hominy, Crescent.
That's how.
Okay.
When you put the
the
points
formula.
Yeah, the formula. Yeah, that's how.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like them in the 2 spot. I think they're a solid 2. Ronnie didn't go on the 2017 run with us when we basically were adopted by the community of Crescent. They were giving us swag.
Yeah, I still got it.
Yeah.
Crescent should be number 1.
No, let me tell you. Probably the most fun I've ever had, and with all due respect, 'cause I've had sons play for the Guthrie Blue Jays, and I love my Blue Jays. But purely from a broadcast standpoint, that was probably the most fun I had ever doing this. It was, I mean, literally everybody in the town of Crescent was at the home football.
Yeah,
So
yeah, absolutely.
all of them.
Yeah, all 150.
It was incredible. So much fun.
2A rankings changed a little bit here, so there's some good talking points here. Washington, number 1. They got one more game this week, and then it's playoff time for them.
Yep.
Millwood, despite losing to Heritage Hall, stays at the number 2 spot. Idabel bumps up as Jones loses this past week. Vian stays at 5.
That's exactly what I have.
See, because Vian only losses to Washington.
Yes.
In week 0.
Beat Eufaula.
Very good Eufaula team. Me personally, I have Vian a little higher. I'd flip Vian and Jones.
I still got Vian at number 5, and I kept Jones at number 3. I do have Beggs at number 4 for me.
Yeah. Beggs is a good football
Red
team.
Martell.
Red Martell.
Yeah.
Great name.
3A rankings, a little bit of change here. By the way, I had Chandler at number 6,
Okay.
just on the outside looking in. It's going to be tough to get in that top 5 because I think Jones, Beggs, Vian, although Jones has another tough one this week.
Jones has Washington this week.
So
there's a chance for Chandler.
Jones. So do you penalize Jones for the?
Well, it just if they compete, no, you don't penalize them.
Because Chandler plays Washington.
If it's a 21-14 game,
I'm not going to take a whole lot against
Not at
Jones.
all.
No,
Not
but
at all.
if it's 49-0, then yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
All right, where are we at? 3A.
Yep.
Heritage Hall number 1, Lincoln Christian number 2, Metro Christian 3. Now we have Parkins 4 and Stigler.
I like that
number
Stigler
5.
move in 5.
That's what mine. That's
Panther
exactly
there.
like mine right there.
That's exactly like mine as well. On the outside, looking in for me in Class 3A is Marlowe.
Yep, that's what I got too. Yep,
Marlowe.
Outlaws.
Grant confirms we are homers with Crescent. Maybe he saw the graphic. Crescent's really number 3. The graphic. I mean, I can fix it.
But let's address this.
They should be number 1.
No, let's address
Get the
this.
swag,
If
right?
we were homers, we'd have them 1.
Oh yeah, Grant.
Yeah,
We're not
Grant.
homers.
Yeah.
We don't have the Blue Jays 1 in 5A.
No, matter of fact, we don't. Not even close.
Now he's on the Idabel, so he's ditching Winniewood. Now he's on Idabel.
Hey, that's a good one to be on. I'm on the Idabel train right now too. I'm on the Idabel train. Yeah.
Good. You know what? I'm gonna give him a mug, a hat, and a shirt.
Okay. Good.
Yep.
Grant, whose quarterback is out this week? Let me know who the quarterback is. That'd be interesting.
Where?
I don't know. I just saw it there, so I'm not sure who.
Grant's got that inside scoop.
Oh, yeah, he's a good source.
All right, Class 4A football. Let's see here. There's some discussion here. 4A top 5 rankings. Wagner number 1, Poto number 2, total 3, Blanchard 4, Newcastle number 5. Oh,
yeah, Newcastle's in my 5. I got Elk City in number 5. Newcastle lost last week,
and they lost to
Ronnie here. Being a little cocky.
Newcastle.
You sure about that, Ronnie? Okay. See, I'd have Tuttle at 2.
You got Tuttle 2.
I do.
Well, Tuttle's won the district last 2 years. I got Tuttle at number 3. Blanchard 4.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4. I mean, they're
although right now Blanchard is probably playing better football right now.
Yeah.
Blanchard's looking real good. Yeah,
looking real good.
Yeah. So there's
those Tuttle running backs. That running attack of Tuttle's is solid.
Yeah. Blanchard has a better quarterback, and we talked about that. So Jones will be without their quarterback this week. So
Jones, okay.
Put that in your
yeah, that's tough.
File cabinet there. Still looking for Newcastle?
No, they didn't play. Never mind.
Okay, yeah.
I was thinking of somebody else.
Said that with a lot of confidence.
Threw me off for just a second.
I was. Must have been a typo earlier.
Just apologize, move on.
I did.
Ronnie. Okay.
That's all right.
All right.
Yeah, Newcastle. They're close to 5A numbers.
Yeah.
In there.
They're coming.
All right, speaking of 5A, we have a new number 1.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Oh, never mind.
Carl Albert number 1, Dell City 2, Guthrie 3, Collinsville 4, Elgin 5. Nothing changed there. All 5 teams victorious last week.
That's a lock top 5, by the way.
Well, I could flip Elgin and Collinsville.
Yeah, I could do that too.
But I think the top
3, 5 teams overall
yes,
right there. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I think the top 3. I think there's distance between 1 and 2. I mean, I think those are clearly the top 2 teams.
Dell City can beat Carl Albert though.
So let's talk about this.
I think Guthrie can beat Dell City.
Let's talk about this.
Ooh.
If
Dell City throws the ball well,
I know.
If if Carl Albert loses Muskogee, or what do you guys gonna still put at 1 and 5A?
Yes.
If Muskogee beats Carl Albert, I put Dell City number 1.
I'm Carl Albert number 1.
I think it matters. Yeah. That'd be a good discussion.
Dell City's good, man. They are good.
They're really good.
They
They're
can
really
run the ball with Fields. I know Carl Albert, OU backfield. I get that, but man,
there's always part of me that thinks that Carl Albert goes into non-district
Dell City's
play.
good.
They're really good.
They would win 6A2.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
I'd rather be 6A2. I think this year.
Yeah,
but I really think that there's a part of me that always feels like Carl Albert just kind of like, it's non-district. Let's go out there and get a little better.
Yeah,
won't show everything. We'll just go out and play a little bit, and then when it matters, they turn it on and they win another gold ball.
Yeah,
I mean it's crazy.
Grant has Elgin number 3.
Of course he does.
He might change his mind after this week.
76 points, but Guthrie Elgin played last year in Elgin. Guthrie won that game. I think both
Elgin only had 9 possessions that game.
Guthrie Elgin bring back a lot of players from that from a year ago. So
I think this Guthrie defense is better than last year's Guthrie defense.
I agree.
Yeah, I think it's not even close. I don't think.
Yeah. And he also says, I think Elgin and Guthrie can beat Dell City. I think, I
think they can. I really do.
But man, I've seen
that pass rush is going to be good though.
Exactly, because River Warren.
But what is Guthrie's defense strongest suit?
Stopping the run.
But where is it all? They have a phenomenal defensive line.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
They would definitely have to put pressure on River.
They could get pressure
River
on
Warren.
And River Warren has bad memories.
At McGinnis.
Yeah.
Now he has LaDainian Fields.
Oh, no, there's no doubt. There's no doubt.
He would have bad memories going against Guthrie because he got beat up that game. But he won the game.
Yeah.
But he's
last year.
Yeah, last year.
Year before he lost
field
the
goal.
game.
Yeah, last second field goal.
Yep.
Beat Guthrie last year. So, yeah, it'd be interesting. And Guthrie's gone up against great athletes before.
Oh, yeah.
And won those games. So, we'll see how that plays
5A is
out.
fun this year.
Yeah. It is fun. All right, 6A2 rankings. Muskogee number 1, Stillwater number 2, Deer Creek stays at number 3, Sand Springs 4, Choctaw number 5. Of course, Choctaw was supposed to play last week against Edmond Santa Fe.
Yeah,
that game got canceled.
I would actually have Deer Creek lower than that. They'd be in my top 5, as we talked about. You get below 5, who are you gonna put at 6, right?
Yeah,
but.
And I'm not real confident in Stillwater number 2.
I'm not either.
No.
I wouldn't be confident Deer Creek at 2.
So can we all agree?
Choctaw at 2?
Can we all agree Muskogee's a clear-cut favorite?
Yes.
6A2 right now.
Right now, yeah.
I think honestly, week 2 right now. I mean, I think the only 2 teams that really compete for a gold ball is Muskogee and Deer Creek, and Deer Creek just lost last week.
So, I think still, I would put
to a good Memorial team.
To a good Memorial team.
I would put Stillwater over Deer Creek.
I would not.
I would, because I think Deer Creek's defense is really searching.
So if Stillwater and Deer Creek play this week, you'd pick Stillwater.
I would. This week, I would. Yeah, I would.
Well, I got Stillwater 2, Deer Creek 3 right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're right. They're tomato.
The question is, who's your number 6 team?
Well, that's I mean, that's a legitimate
question. That's a great question.
I looked
Give
at
it to Enid, maybe?
Yeah, why not?
Enid, Lawton, maybe Lawton.
Maybe.
Ponca, Bartlesville.
It drops. It drops.
Yeah. All right, final class we'll take a look at here. Next segment, we are picking our top 10 games of the week, as well as your games of the week as well. 6A1. Yeah, I've had Union number 1 all season, and did I switch it this week or last week?
You did. You switched it last week.
Last week, okay.
Yeah.
Bixby clear cut number 1. Yep. They're dominating once again. Union can definitely beat Bixby in a state championship game, but right now Bixby's just dominating. Union getting by. I don't know getting by, but they have a big rival game with Jinx this week.
Well, that score last week with Broken Arrow, that changed my opinion.
27-17?
Yeah, it was a lot closer than I thought it should have been. Yeah.
Norman North 3, Santa Fe 4th, Owasso 5. Now, I have Santa Fe at number 3. I guess I have Santa Fe, and I actually have Norman North at number 5. I got Owasso at number 4 this week for me. Yeah. So, fairly close there. So
Memorial, are we going to, I mean, we got Memorial just beat
Deer Creek.
Mm-hmm. I mean, so they got
Santa Fe beat Jinx.
Memorial, don't they have to be in the top 7 right now? 7 or 8?
Well, Moore's playing really good.
Yeah.
Moore.
Mustang.
Yeah.
They're probably top 10.
Westmore got a good win last week against UConn.
Yep. So, it's definitely in the question. Let's get to Dallas. Appreciate Dallas helping us out again. 6A2, I think Sand Springs is going to shock 6A2. That quarterback is a real deal. He's committed to LSU for baseball. Yeah. Yep. I got Sand Springs. I got number 5. I almost went number 4 over Choctaw. Now the final rankings did have Sand Springs over Choctaw, but Sand Springs is definitely the team is the wild card.
I think the question still at Choctaw is quarterback play.
Yes,
I mean,
Stillwater quarterback play.
Yeah, that's very true, and it's no disrespect to the kids at Choctaw. It's just, I mean, nobody's became a clear leader of that team.
And that's why I agree with Dallas, because you look at that, Muskogee's got a quarterback, Deer Creek's got a quarterback, and Sand Springs got a quarterback. Those are it goes a long ways.
Yeah, Dallas is right. Yeah, he's right.
I like Dallas.
6A1, Dallas says, I think Owasso is way better than what they put on the field week 0. Bixby, Bixby's going to beat OU by 3 touchdowns. Bixby game was just a little too big for their quarterback first ever. So good point. I have Owasso at number 4 right now.
Dallas won a job.
I put Owasso at number 4 and Santa Fe 3 because Santa Fe beat Jinx. So better win there. Yeah. So Owasso beat Jinx as well, right?
Yep.
So maybe it's a West Side bias.
Maybe West. We got a lot of biases.
We're homers.
It's the best side.
Yeah,
West Side.
So all right. So those are the High School Huddle top 5 rankings. Crescent number 3, not number 2.
I like 2 better. You had him in 2 spot. Don't take it away. You gotta get gear.
We haven't got any gear.
I need some new Crescent gear. I need some Crescent gear.
Well, they better step up.
Yeah.
I'm on XL now.
That's right. All right, we're going to take our final timeout here on the Huddle. When we come back, we'll take a look at the top 10 games of the week. We saved some extra time because there's going to be a lot of time to talk about these great games. We'll also look at some of the games that didn't make the top 10 that will be fun to talk about as well. Final timeout here on the High School Huddle.
At Generations Church, we exist to love God, love people, and serve both well. We're a multi-generational, multicultural church that believes in being a light to our city and our region. At Generations, we don't believe that church can be put in a box. We're a church that accepts all people from all walks of life, young, old, rich, and poor, and you will feel welcome at Generations. Join us at 10 a.m. every Sunday at 2524 West Noble in Guthrie, America. You can also join us at generationsguthrie.online.church.
Hey, Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Louis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Louis Turney a call at 282-7600.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin. That's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours.
It is amazing.
Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy. Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
Exxon was founded by two combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle, presented by Generations Church.
Final segment here on the High School Huddle. Appreciate you checking us out on the live show or the replay. Be sure to hit that thumbs up for us. That helps out. Also, subscribe and like. And if you wouldn't mind, retweet, share this so we can get some views for Phil.
300, all that for 300 clicks.
All that for 300 views.
People died doing that.
They did.
Yeah.
Jeez.
We will have another show after this. It's an open mic podcast. It's a variety. It's a
free-for-all.
It's a free-for-all.
It is a free-for-all.
So
Yeah.
subscribe, Second Banana Media, subscribe, like, and it's called the open mic. So if you want to hang out a little bit longer,
Talk about anything.
Yeah.
talk about anything.
We talk about anything.
Yeah. So
Oh, boy.
be sure to join us.
I got things for tonight, by the way.
Oh, good.
I got topics.
Good.
I do have topics.
All right. Well, it's time to take a look at some of the top 10 games of the week. There's some that didn't quite make the top 10 that will be.
Let's talk about those.
I'm trying to remember where I put them at.
Guthrie Duncan, is that going to be? No.
Slow down.
Guthrie goes to Duncan, non-district matchup there.
Yep.
Duncan leads the all-time series, by the way, 13-11.
Ooh, goodness.
Nice. Are we going to get fed when we get to Duncan? That's the main.
No bake cookies.
Well, I want. Okay.
A little. I mean, we're going to be working through dinner time.
Tacos?
Tacos would be easy.
I may be spending my night at the taco.
I mean, I've been to Duncan baseball.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you get
SOI.
fed there?
SOI, yeah.
Yeah.
Baseball
all
tournament.
you
yeah.
could ever want there.
Yeah.
Great hospitality in Duncan.
Yeah.
Every time I've been
they
there.
are.
Chicken spaghetti, maybe.
Chicken spaghetti.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Doesn't really sound very
No. It's really good. That's their specialty down there in Duncan.
I'm trying to find my other games. I don't know where they're at.
It's good.
Well, we're not going to get extra views if I don't know where these are at.
Chicken goes with mashed potatoes and gravy and corn. Fried
You had chicken today.
Oh, yeah, I did. So good.
Really?
Yes, it was.
Here's some of the games. Here we go. McLean's at Booker T. I think Booker T gets in a win column, right?
I doubt it, but whatever.
I hope so.
Booker T won last year 49-8.
Okay, yes.
They're in.
Yeah, they're in.
They're in.
Do you know they're 3 miles apart? I think they're on Peoria. I remember 1999. I went on the road.
Oh, boy.
And it was my first year ever calling Guthrie football. We were on I was by myself, actually. I took my girlfriend with me, Sam Evans.
Yeah.
And we're at McLean, and I had a bunch of notes back in the day. I got a bunch of notes now, but I got a bunch of notes back in the day. And I said, McLean's just 3 miles from Booker T, and the legendary athletic director, basketball coach, Luther Pergese, said, no, Washington's 3 miles from McLean. I remember going there, and there was bars on the press box, and I was
Why?
I was a young guy, like, what in the world? I was trying to look through there to see what yard line it was. And I remember back in the day, you had to have a phone line to broadcast.
Sure did.
And Luther Pergese goes over, I need that phone line. Halftime, I got to let the TV stations know what the score is. I was like, well, I got my halftime show, 5 minutes. I was like, oh, we'll be back at this, play a 5-minute commercial, and we play it. So that's my Tulsa McLean story. So Booker T.
That's before Chris will argue with a man now.
Yeah.
We've seen it.
Dallas?
No lift from AD this week in
Dallas,
Duncan.
we appreciate you checking us out and commenting, but he's talking up Sand Springs. Shock, they play Bixby this week.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I'd be interested to get a score from Dallas on that game.
Well, yeah, Bixby won 67-3 last year.
I know, but I want to hear Dallas' score.
I think Bixby's averaging 67 points this year.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty good, but I want to hear what Dallas has to
All
say.
right, so you want a Dallas score prediction?
That's right.
Bixby, Sand
Bixby,
Springs.
Sand Springs.
Spartans beat Sand Springs 38-28 in the 6A2 final back in 2015.
Wow.
Sapulpa at Bartlesville. Ooh. 5A, 6A2.
I like Sapaloopa in that
Play
one.
last week.
Tahlequah.
I like Sapaloopa in this game.
I do too.
Yep.
Pawhuska at Hominy.
Hominy win that one.
I'm going to go Hominy.
Yes. Skytook at Collinsville.
Oh,
this will be the 101st meeting
Collinsville.
in the series that dates back to 1921. It's the Highway 20 rivalry game.
Best team on the east side, Collinsville.
Collinsville, 5A, Collinsville?
Yep. Best team in 5A on the east side.
Well, it'd be Del City, I thought.
Well, okay. If we're doing that, yes. But if we're really going west or east, it'd be Collinsville.
Edison Memorial, that's called the Midtown Classic.
Okay.
Only 3 miles apart there. We got Rejoice Christian and Beggs.
Ooh.
Passing game against the running game.
I like Beggs.
Beggs 1-0. Rejoice Christian 1-1. Beggs won last year 48-28. Red Martell.
Go Beggs.
397 total yards and 5 touchdowns.
He's still there, Ronnie.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, there's your prediction, Phil.
Oh,
got it right here.
We got?
Dallas
Right here.
is going to go Bixby. Hey, Bixby's going to play in the fourth quarter.
Oh, let me see.
56-28. Bixby's secondary does have holes in it. If you want to watch them in Wausau, the Wausau wide receivers were getting open.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, I was watching that game.
Thank you. Appreciate
close,
that.
And wasn't watching that close. I was working on some production stuff, but yeah, Battle of the Blurbs.
That'll be fun.
That would be fun. All right, so I think those are all the games that we have outside of the top 10. So here we go. Top 10 games of the week. If you're watching this live, give us your score prediction as well. Before we let you know what the number 10 game of the week is, we do have a leader in the clubhouse after week 1, 2 weeks in the season.
Oh, look at there.
Chris and Phil, 7-3 last week.
Oh, how come I'm not up top, though?
We'll go in order.
Yeah.
No. It should be no. You should have 1, 2, and 3.
Chris explains this every week. We go in order.
We shouldn't be in order.
CPR, right, Phil?
CPR.
Well, we're in order when we have the same record, but we don't have the same record no more.
Well,
you need to be a team player.
I have the box. I should be up top.
You need to be the team player.
Well, here's
the bigger guy.
Here's the
You
thing.
got lucky.
That's called a static graphic.
Oh, static.
Things you
The
can't
only thing
change?
changes is the numbers.
Yeah, that's right.
Everything else staying the same.
Asked and answered. You asked the question, you got an answer.
Well, I know graphics guy. I'll get some new one.
Now, Phil, for his sake,
Yeah.
he was at the very bottom the entire part of last
He had
year.
16 wins last year.
Whatever.
So I'm at
Not very many more
Let him
than
have that week. You know,
No, it was a good job last week.
Thank you.
yeah. The only mix up is you pick
McGinnis over
McGinnis
Clinton.
over Clinton.
McGinnis. We pick Clinton.
Clinton, yep.
Clinton didn't score a touchdown.
And you said, and you even when you said Clinton, you go, you said I'm pretty confident about this Clinton. They didn't even score a touchdown, Chris.
I know.
You need to research better.
Goodness. That's a little aggressive.
This is coming from
Guy that
This is
finished
third
dead
place.
last year.
Oh, we're talking about last year now?
Well, you're getting a little cocky. You won 1 week.
I might get my only week, Phil.
And with that being said, I think we should write our games down before we say them, because then we can some would piggyback.
I have
off
them every
each-
week written down.
Okay.
That's why I got them blocked so Phil can't look at them.
Oh, I never look at yours.
Phil won last year. Why would he want to look at yours?
I'm defending champion.
You looked at them last week. We compared them.
And I chose other than you.
One game.
Well,
let's go.
Ronnie, some of these are pretty obvious who's going to win.
Yeah. Oh, this week.
Okay,
this
let's
week.
see.
All right. I sent to you. Did you not look at them?
I've been a little busy.
Okay, all right. All right, so T. Fred's not with us.
I didn't get them.
Oh, yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Where'd you send them?
Our group message.
Group message.
Yeah, let me look. See if it's there.
There they are.
No, that's not it. That's rankings.
No, that's it.
No.
No, that's it. You just got to open them and look at them.
Those are the games.
Oh.
Okay, so we'll go with game number 10. T. Fred's not with us tonight. He's not. I don't know what T. Fred's doing tonight.
Probably a basketball practice.
Probably
somewhere.
a basketball practice, yeah. But I threw a little charity out there, McGinnis and Bishop Kelly. That could have gone another game.
Well,
Yeah.
but that's a
rival.
Yeah,
it's a rivalry
yeah,
game.
Yeah.
It's in the Tulsa area this year.
Yep.
Since Phil doesn't have his down, should he just go first the entire time?
Yeah, I can do that.
You wanna go first?
I'm fine with that. That's fair.
let's do that.
No,
Let's
that's
do
fair.
that.
All right.
That's fair.
I don't have to have the box.
I'm used to being first, number one. McGinnis, Kelly. I'd like to go against McGinnis. I really would. But because of T. Fred and the fact that they're 2-0 and Kelly's 0-2, I'm going McGinnis.
Yeah, I think it's. Bishop Kelly had it rolling for so long. They had a little Carl Albert curse,
Yeah.
like many teams do.
Many teams, yeah.
But yeah, it's just dropping a little bit for Coach JJ Tapana, but I bet he can get them going here soon. So a win for Coach Tapana and Bishop Kelly would get them going in the right direction over on that east side. So I will go with McGinnis as well. I haven't been as high on McGinnis this year, but they keep proving me wrong. So we'll see what goes here. Grant Oliver has Bishop Kelly winning by 3.
Oh, look at Grant.
Yeah. I got McGinnis winning. Kelly played a close game against Poto, 24-21. They didn't just get blown out by Rogers last week, so I'm out on Kelly right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Bishop Kelly.
Yeah.
I mean, Bishop McGinnis.
Yeah, it's the battle of the bishops, and it's weird what's going on at Bishop Kelly. So normally we get to see Bishop Kelly in the preseason, but didn't get to see him this year. So haven't watched a game or stream or anything on them. Haven't really read a whole bunch about them. So just kind of seen the scores there. So we'll see if Coach Tapana can get that turnaround over at Bishop Kelly. Got a new press box last year or the year before.
Very good.
Yeah.
Always big fans of new press boxes.
Oh, yeah. Game number 9 this week features Broken Arrow looking for the first victory of the year. They are at Owasso. Owasso 1-1 on the year. And I get to go first, right?
No, Phil's going first.
Phil's
Phil's going first the entire time. He has anything wrote down.
I'm number one.
Yep.
No.
Keep telling yourself.
Defending champion.
Keep going.
Broken Arrow played Union a lot tougher last week than I thought they would.
27-17?
Yep, much tougher. But I'm going to go Owasso in this ball game. I'm not a believer in that. I saw a little bit of the Union replay this weekend, and Union wasn't playing their sharpest. No doubt about that. So Owasso, I think Owasso wins this game.
All right, Phil, I agree with you. I think Broken Arrow, I don't have their schedule in front of me, but I think I might, if I remember right, they might. I remember thinking they're going to start season 1-4.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. Yeah. So they're 0-2 right now. So I got Owasso winning that one fairly handily.
Yeah.
Handily.
I got Owasso as well.
Okay. Yep. Ronnie's
I think it'll be closer, though. I got 28-21.
Oh, look at you.
Well, it's like the reasons you mentioned last week against Union.
No doubt.
So.
I mean, you're wrong, but no doubt.
You think he's just copying your answers now?
He is.
Yeah.
Write down.
Let me see it. Can't see it. It's all blacked out. So yeah, I guess we're ready for the next one, Chris.
Oh, he'll lead us into it.
Game number 8 will be Mustang going on the road to Deer Creek. Deer Creek dropping to 6A1 at Memorial. They got another 6A1 coming to town with Mustang coming in. Mustang 2-0 on the year. Mustang, a top 5, top 6 team in 6A1. Deer Creek, they score points with Grady Adamson at the quarterback spot. Talked about the defense, only 3 returning starters. So Deer Creek trying to bounce back. Mustang probably a little bit above Ed Memorial.
Yep, I would say so.
Although McComas, the quarterback, is probably
better, the best athlete on
best
the field.
athlete there. So it'll be interesting. Mustang at Deer Creek. See if Deer Creek can rally and try to be a force in 6A2. Still look for somebody to compete with Muskogee.
I think they're still, listen, I think Muskogee's clear cut in 6A2. I think, as we talked, Deer Creek's in the top 5. Definitely, you can argue where they fit, but they're top 5 team in 6A2. But going to go 0-2 the last 2 weeks. I think Mustang takes them down this week.
No trust in Adamson, huh?
No, great quarterback. Great quarterback. Quarterbacks don't play on the defensive side of the ball. Last time I checked.
Some quarterbacks do.
Well, not over there.
We coming. Travis Hunter. We coming.
Put me down for Mustang too. I like Mustang in this game.
Travis Hunter's a stud.
Just ask Dion.
Well, he ain't wrong.
By the way, we're already giving out Heisman Trophy winners after one game.
Dion is always selling, baby. Always selling.
No, he got quite. It was his press conference yesterday. 20 minutes. I invite you to go watch it. He goes, "I don't sell." Somebody goes,
He's
asked the
always
question.
selling.
I don't sell. I can't remember what the question was.
He sells in
He
his
called
sleep.
out every single reporter too.
He literally sells in his sleep.
Yeah.
And I'm not being critical of that. I mean, listen.
Checking receipts. He's checking receipts.
Checking receipts. We keep receipts.
We got receipts.
All right, game number 7 here in the state of Oklahoma. Who will walk away with the receipt here? Poto 1-0, number 2 team in the high school huddle rankings, taking on Metro Christian, who's number 3 in the high school huddle rankings.
3A. Yep.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh boy.
There
Goodness.
Sorry about that.
You were criticizing me earlier today.
No, I covered. That
It splattered everywhere.
No, it did not.
It's all over your computer screen.
No, it's not.
Focus.
All right, here we go. Poto's at Metro Christian. My apologies, Sam.
I mean, 2 great football programs, both ranked high in their classifications. I'm going to go Poto in a close one over Metro Christian.
Chris, you go ahead and finish your points before I decide.
I can what?
You finish your points. What are you going to say about the game?
Oh, no.
Shot at me.
Well, he wasn't done talking. You just interrupted.
He sneezed.
That's fine.
He sneezed.
That's fine. We can let Phil go. I got Poto's
Number 1.
He's about to reveal his.
He's
about to reveal his Metro Christian. Oh crap!
Poto.
I got Poto.
Yeah.
Poto in the game. I think it's going to be a good game, though.
Part of the reason why I decided to go with him is that mascot. That's a great mascot.
That is a good mascot.
That's a great mascot.
By the way, Grant has says Poto's winning by 21 points.
Oh, goodness.
Ooh.
Duncan quarterback plays on the defensive side as well. Just
I'm sure that makes sense.
Game number 6, Choctaw 0-0. Game last week canceled. Week before postponed due to the violence that broke out there. They're on the road at Westmore, so 6A2 taking on a 6A1. You got Graham, the quarterback at Westmore, got his first victory last week. Had a great game as well. Threw the ball well.
Yeah.
We always talk about his feet, being an athlete, but he was able to get done through the air. Got Choctaw coming in. This one will be interesting here. And I have Choctaw number 5 or number 4. I can't remember which one it is. So I love Juju Smith. He's a great athlete. Choctaw's got some great defensive players as well. They got great pregame. They got all the cool uniforms. They got to go into production, all that stuff. We'll see if it translates onto the field at Westmore.
Yeah, I mean, this is an interesting one. The kids from Choctaw, again, we got to say this, feel horrible for what they had to experience in that opening game this year. And for the kids from Del City and Choctaw, just a terrible situation. But so they're going to be hungry. They're going to be fired up. They're going to be ready to get back on the field. I guarantee these kids are just chomping at the bit, wanting to play football. And listen, they're a good football team. State championship game last year, came up short against Stillwater in 6A2.
2 years in a row, right?
2 years in a row, come up short. Still Wassel's not there anymore. He's now at Toledo, I believe it is.
Akron.
I apologize, same difference. Akron. but a very good high school quarterback. Very, very good high school quarterback. I think Westmore's going to win this game. you know, there's a part of me that wants Choctaw to win this game for the kids.
Yeah.
You know, but I think when I set all that aside,
What's
I
wrong
think
with the Westmore kids?
I think, well, they didn't have a shooting at their field.
I didn't know what you. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, that's the whole
I
thing.
didn't know, okay.
Because that, you know, no matter how you feel about any community, at the end of the day, they're all Oklahoma kids. We want them to, first of all, be safe and healthy and all those things. What we talk about is just fun banner, but I think Westmore wins this game. I think it'll be a close one, but I think Westmore gets a win.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be close. I think Westmore wins by at least 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, I got Westmore.
Okay.
Too. I got Westmore.
Ronnie's copying me, Chris.
I know. It was bound to happen.
Yep.
So we're 5 games in. We haven't disagreed on one game yet.
Ooh. I see a couple here we're probably going to disagree on.
I'm waiting for Ronnie's Westmore to pop up because I don't want any.
Yeah, you don't want him backing out.
Yeah, I don't want any disclaimers or any. There it is. Okay, there it is. Finally there. All right, game number 5 features 4A Blanchard Lions 2-0 taking on the 5A Piedmont Wildcats 2-0. Pretty good quarterback matchup here, Cooksey and Wood. Cooksey almost 300 passing yards last week. Piedmont rallied to beat El Reno on the road on a Thursday night game, 14-6. So 4A, 5A, if I remember correctly, Blanchard won this game last year.
I thought Piedmont won the game.
You thought Piedmont won it.
I thought they did. Am I wrong?
Grant, let us know.
Am I wrong?
I thought it was Blanchard.
Well, but maybe it was, but last year's last year, this year's this year.
That's
Put
right.
it down. Blanchard wins, beats Piedmont.
If you watch the preview at all, you know who Phil's picking.
Blanchard. Well, now listen, only putting up 14 against El Reno, trailing for the majority of the game.
the fourth quarter.
I mean, you know, and Blanchard's going to play against the run tough. And they are tough kids, going to play solid, fundamental football. I just think Blanchard's better.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think Blanchard is better. Sometimes you can dive into the X's and O's and the winds and the humidity and how it will play with the pass against the wind. I just think Blanchard's probably
I got
better.
Blanchard by at least 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. So all 3 of us go with the mighty Lions. Lions against Cats.
Ooh. Who wins that in the real world?
A lion or a wildcat?
Oh, lion. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm going lion.
Lion.
Yeah.
Has Piedmont started working on their new high school football field yet?
I don't know.
They got a great everything.
No,
The gym is awesome.
Piedmont has, listen, we have fun because they've been a long-time district rival for the team we cover on Friday nights. We've had fun with it. But
Piedmont won last year 28-13.
I thought that was right. But Piedmont should be so proud of what they're doing over there as a school district. I mean, they got a lot of good things going on.
We need to work on the roads, though.
Yeah, we do, but but I really do. I mean, you look at girls softball, basketball is always good. They have the best band. I mean, at least 5A that I've ever heard.
Cross country.
Cross country is amazing. I mean, they do great. Football's became more competitive over the last few
They're
years.
going to be softball the next couple of years.
Yeah, I mean they're studs.
They're going 6A and everything except for softball.
Yeah, they're absolute studs. So
Not fair.
That seems fair, yeah.
Game number 4.
Yeah.
Here on the High School Huddle. Union Jinx.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Yeah, number
crazy.
4. Yeah, we don't spend a lot of time on this. Union wins big over Jinx.
No.
No, there's really nothing to say.
What about Shaker going back to Jinx?
Doesn't matter. That was last year. He played there. He did it last
2
year.
years. But it's
over.
But he's going to Jinx.
He's going to Jinx for the
He's
first
returning
time.
back to the school that he played at.
I understand.
On the
Including
field.
15 other players on that team. But
However many.
I agree, but regardless, Union beats Jinx going away.
Wait, you got Jinx?
Union.
Jeez.
I mean, got to keep an eye on these guys.
Ain't that crazy? You don't even think about it.
No.
It was just a...
Well, and for years it was who's going to win the regular season, because whoever wins the regular season usually loses in the state title game and they meet again. That's how it usually was for years.
We need to break down Jinx schedule the rest of the way.
Yeah, really do.
To look at that.
Yeah.
Because
that's interesting.
They look like they might be going 0-3.
Yeah, I think they are. Yeah.
They've already lost to one West Side school. Grant has Union winning by 17 points.
Yeah. Well, Grant didn't get us to score on the Piedmont Blanchard game. He's a big Piedmont guy.
Blanchard by 14.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Big Piedmont guy, though.
Jinx has Enid and then Westmore in the next 2 games. Then Norman North South Moore, Broken Arrow, then Bixby.
Next 2 games after this are not cakewalks for them. You would think Enid would be, but I don't think it is this year.
Yeah.
So, Westmore, more so Westmore.
Yeah.
So, Jinx 0-3. They play Bixby 0-4.
Yeah, I know.
Best they can go for 6-4.
Yeah.
Westmore might make it 5-5 if they win the rest of them. Interesting.
Yeah,
All right.
crazy.
We got Union in the rivalry in that one there. I do have some. Oh, I got rid of my notes. No, I have some Union notes, Union Jinx notes, if I want to show those here real quick.
Tidbits.
Programs to combine for 23 state titles since 1996.
Crazy.
The teams have split the last 2 backyard bowls. Shaker Reisig is 2-0 with a win for each team. Reisig and 3 other Union stars returned to Allen Trimble Stadium. So 3. We said 15, but
Yeah, we're just kidding off.
Well, it's our story. We can tell it the way we want.
Yeah. It's our show. If you don't like it, get your own show.
Yeah, we always talk about Shaker, but Geno Boyd, huge wide receiver. They got some other things. Jinx leads the series 11-8 and has 12 wins in the past 17 overall meetings. So I think Union's starting to catch up a little bit. Okay, we go back. That was game number 4. All right, game number 3. Jones at Washington. I put him at number 3 because this is the last time we'll be able to talk about Washington in this segment until week 11.
Yeah.
So put him in there. Washington, number 1 team, great tight ends, great running back, great quarterback. They are really, really good. Jones coming off a loss, and I don't think anybody's going to disagree with this one.
Well, and without their quarterback, right?
Yeah,
But if they had their quarterback, I was still going to pick Washington big, but I think it's a blowout, Washington.
Yeah, I got Washington as well. I think all 3 will pop up. The Washington Warriors, and we'll talk about you in week 11 of the high school football season.
Yep.
Well, I know one of the best crews in the state will be calling this game. Bryce McSwain and his crew will be calling this game. Talked to him a couple weeks ago, and they'll be doing this game. He's pretty excited about it, but I told him, don't get too excited because I think Washington's going to blow them out.
Speaking of cookies.
Yep. I got 42-17.
Wow.
42-17?
Yep.
I don't think it'll be that close.
Grant has a win by 49.
Yeah.
Hashtag sorry, Dad.
Yeah, he's picked against his dad every week.
Yeah.
Grant, you're going to come to Ronnie's Thanksgiving, Phil's Christmas. We'll work out Easter.
Yeah.
I think the schedule will level out a little bit for Jones.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
This is only going to make Jones better.
But this has happened the previous 2 years, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of take their lumps through this, I mean, they usually play a tough non-district schedule.
Yep.
And then they always make a run at
We got to speed up here. We're behind schedule. Number 2, Norman North at Edmond Santa Fe. Both teams 1-0. Both teams trying to flex the West Side muscle. Santa Fe already has the big win over Jinx this year.
They do. I'm going to go Santa Fe. Edmond Santa Fe. Close ball game.
Edmond Santa Fe.
Yep. You are too. You better. You had them ranked higher than them in the rankings.
Well, that's what have they done to this point?
Okay, go ahead.
Now we got to get to
put Santa Fe up there for you.
Yeah,
with the green.
I think Edmond Santa Fe is looking to get back on the field. They canceled last week, so
Ronnie's going to make a statement here. Go ahead, Ronnie.
What's that say? That says Norman North.
Yeah, Ronnie's going to make a statement.
Got Norman North winning this game.
You were typing over there a few seconds
I was
ago.
not typing over there.
I went back and forth on this one.
Yeah. We're going to get our game back on him this year. I'm going to be one game ahead of both of you because I think I'm going to pick opposite of the two of you in the game of the week.
Game of the week here on the. Oh, we got to wait for Ronnie's.
Oh yeah,
Norman North logo. The double N's pop up there.
Extend my lead next week.
A little slow. Our next show is going to be a little delayed. There it is. Green and white, green, gray battle.
Yeah, there you go. Battle of the green.
Game of the week here on the High School Huddle features the 5A Carl Albert Titans, 2-0 in the year, traveling to Muskogee. The Roughers are 2-0 on the year. Carl Albert's last loss was this week a year ago to the Muskogee Roughers. Carl Albert in the portal got a little bit better, so it will be a fun quarterback game to watch with Ficklin and Sperry and Xavier Robinson. I mean, we just assume he's going to score 4 touchdowns and rush for 160 yards. So we'll see what happens.
Now, remember last year, Carl Albert was without their starting quarterback, Reed DeQuazy.
That's correct.
When they played Muskogee.
That's correct.
Big difference. I have Carl Albert winning this game. I think it's going to be a good ball game. I think getting in the fourth quarter, a little bit of deep water. I think that there's just so many athletes. There's great athletes on both sides of the ball. Carl Albert has more. But I think Carl Albert wins this game.
This might be, Carl Albert will have Piedmont and Guthrie and McGinnis, but I think this is probably their
toughest game,
challenge of left on their schedule. Not knowing, Guthrie can stop the run. Sperry can throw the ball as well. So I think Muskogee has quite a few athletes. Travis Hill's done a great job over there with all those great athletes. I think Carl Albert does win, but close. Yeah. I think it's going to be within a touchdown, or within 10 points.
Yeah, good ball game.
Yeah.
Get another game on you guys.
Please do.
I can change my pick now.
Please do. Go ahead.
Well, the Tulsa newspaper got Muskogee winning.
Well, sure.
The Oklahoma City newspaper got Muskogee winning.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Carl Albert.
Yeah, right.
Do they really?
Carl Albert, yeah. They got him. They got Muskogee winning 35-32, I believe.
It's gonna be a good game.
I think it's gonna be a great game.
Yeah, it really will be.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah. So I'm only gaining. I'm going to pull back even on you this week. We're going to pull back even on you this week.
Well, I'm going to get two.
It's not going to happen.
Those are the games of the week. It's going to be a fun game. Fun week.
Yeah, it's fun.
Games,
this has been the best lineup of games so far this year.
Easy.
We should have one more week next week with the non-district games, and then district games will firing off, and then we'll be halfway through. Time change is in early November, if you want to write that down.
You say halfway through?
I'm depressed now.
Well, in a couple weeks.
Oh, my goodness. In 2 weeks, we're already halfway through. We said week 0, or before week 0, before you know it, it's going to be gone.
All right, that'll do it for the show. We appreciate everyone checking us out here on the High School Huddle. Remember, if you can give us a retweet or a thumbs up or a subscribe, we really appreciate that to have a fun season here with the interactions. Appreciate everyone, Grant and Dallas, interacting with us, and you can leave the comments. I know a lot of people watch the replay. Most people do watch the replay. Yeah. So be sure to leave your comments in there, and we'll try to reply and talk some high school football. It's fun to do.
Love it.
Every single week. We'll be here every week until we crown champions on Wednesday nights.
God willing.
God willing.
God willing, correct.
Yeah. All right. Big thank you to our title sponsor, Generations Church, and all of our great sponsors on the broadcast. Again, if you want a little bit more of nonsense, we will have an open mic after this. We're going to end this feed, and then we're going to start another one, and we're going to be talking.
Have some fun.
There you go. All right. That'll do it. For Ronnie, Phil, I'm Chris. Have a great week, and good luck to your team.